I don't like how people, and this is men and women, give their best to the world.
And to your
spouse, you give them bullshit. I don't like that.
That's true.
I don't think that's fair to any. And I'm not talking about just physical. Your best. There's some people who go out in the world and they're amazing. They come home and your spouse catches hell.
Yeah.
And like I don't like that. I don't. Whatever you give to the world, I need that. I need that, and then some to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff because it's just like now if you had the girls' night or something, you gonna shave them, but I got to take the bull. Like, no, I'm not.
So let me ask you
I'm
this,
not doing
because
that.
there's always that question of like, or there's always that scenario where women put that post up. When I was in a relationship, this is how I look, and they're like overweight, they look like messed up or whatever. And then now that I'm single, I look like this. It's just like, oh, so you put it
right.
You'll see men in the comment sections like, so you put an effort in.
For strangers.
For strangers.
For the person who loves you.
Now you want to look your best self now that you're not in a relationship. And it's just like some women are like, well, he made me feel like this. It's just like, yo, at the end of the day, I still feel like I understand that scenario too. But I still feel like you should be doing this for yourself anyways. You should be trying to look good for yourself anyways. Because you did it for yourself when you got out of the relationship. Right. You should be doing it for yourself in a relationship.
And if you're gonna be raggedy, then be raggedy outside.
Yeah.
Like so you can't say, oh, I just don't care. When you got to not care all the time. You can't be out in the world like, oh, I'm bad, and then get home.
I think it speaks to a deeper issue.
Probably.
Generally. And maybe she may be subconsciously trying to self-sabotage a relationship.
Well, I've heard women say, I don't know if it's that deep. I've heard women say they just get comfortable.
Yeah. That too.
They just get...
women. Couples get
couples, yeah. They just be like, men put on I've heard dudes be like, yeah, she's okay with it. You know what I mean? It's just people get comfortable. But I don't think that's.
They don't hold us to the same standard.
I think it's fucked up though. Honestly, I don't think it's fair for you to get with your person and be like, well, I know you love me for whatever, so. Oh well,
deal with it. No.
It's like that's not right.
I think you're an asshole if you purposely be like, hey, you're supposed to love me even if I put on weight. It's like, no. You should be giving your best effort to stay, or to at least to look good for one, like I said, for yourself first, but also for me. Now, if we're both getting out of shape, you can't get in your partner and be like, hey, you got out of shape. Like, nigga, you got out of shape.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you're staying in great shape and your partner doesn't have, like, she didn't just get pregnant or something like that. She just put on weight, or your husband just put on weight. It's like, and she's staying in shape. It's like, nigga, you need to get it together.
And that's one thing I don't like that dudes do. Dudes will fall the fuck off.
For sure.
And then talk about women like they need to get it. Like, nigga, do you see yourself?
Yeah.
Dudes talk a lot of shit. And most dudes are out of shape.
Yeah.
And dudes be talking a lot of shit. And I be like, bruh, like, you take your shirt off and there's shit everywhere. But you talking about these women, that's not. Get the fuck out of here with that, man.
I agree. I think if you are an out of shape uncle looking dude and you only 30 years old,
yeah, you hat fishing all day, but you got a lot of judgment on women. Fuck out of here, bro.
Depends.
Fuck out of here.
Depends where his bag is. I would say, I don't partake, but I would say it depends on where his money.
No, he's doing it because he can.
Yeah, if he got bread like that, he can make his demands the demands that he wants to make.
I don't see that though. I don't see a guy with real bread.
It just be other raggedy niggas.
Like raggedy niggas shouldn't speak anyway.
They shouldn't be alive.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
they should be dead. Golly,
they should be in prison. They should be behind bars.
But that's the thing. I feel like, a lot of times those dudes are not even in the space.
So they can't create any more children.
Oh, that's fucked up. That'd be fucked up if you forcing vasectomies on them. And like, no, I'm getting my shit together, please, no.
I'm getting my shit together.
I'm getting my shit together. No.
I look worse than this. I got here.
I'm a late bloomer.
I'm going back to church.
Get him out of here.
I do think that if we started to put like some strict standards on both sides, like I think you sent me that. I don't know if you sent me that, but I saw a video of like it was like China or something like that, or someplace in Asia, where those stores were like all the stores for big people were like called like Fat R Us or whatever it was called.
It was fucked up.
It was named like fat people names.
Hilarious.
So it's kind of
like Asia. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's shame. Essentially, the name shames you for having to go in there. When you see in their society, there's not a lot of heavyset people. So it's like. In America,
they walk a lot though. They stretch, they change.
Right, they have routines.
America is a
I think
mess,
their DNA
bro.
is different too. Well, honestly, yeah,
of course. But it's like
America's
diets
a
are
mess.
different.
Their diets for sure different. But I think too, they understand that too. They're like, I still even when they come out here, I still don't see a whole bunch of fat Asians. I see some, but it's still not as much as like you think you would see.